It's time now for Something or Nothing with Noodles and Frankie. Guys, I'm going to name a topic from the early part of this NHL season. You're going to take a side. And Noodles, I'll start with you. The Flames, they have one win in 4 games and are big underdogs tonight. The slow start, it's something or nothing.
Oh, it's something, because if you look at it, they had 96 points last season, but their goaltender was absolutely brilliant. Jonathan Huberdeau was their top scorer. He's not available to them right now. Pospisil was a very good player for them. He's not available to them. So they've got a young group, and you had career years or close to career years from guys like Nazem Kadri last year, Blake Coleman. They need to find a groove. But when I look at this Calgary Flames team, they're a team that's going to struggle to score on the best of nights, and missing some of your top players. That's a battle. So it is concerning for me with the Calgary Flames right now.
I agree with you, Noodles. This is something for the Calgary Flames. And if you look right now at even strength, they're getting outscored 13-6. You know, you talk about their inability to produce offense. That was a big talking point for them last year. Dustin Wolf was so good for them, and they were a pretty good defensive team. The reason why they were at least in the playoff hunt. But if that's not going to be the case this year, and all of a sudden you're tasking Dustin Wolf with too much, and the offense dries up even more than it did, then it's going to be a long season for the Calgary Flames.
All right, something for them to work on. Now, Noodles, Elias Pettersson, he has 1 point in 3 games for the Canucks. He really hasn't looked great. You think that's something or nothing?
Oh, it's something, because in Vancouver, they need something to gravitate to. There's one positive storyline out of Vancouver, and that's the goaltender. He's been unbelievable, Thatcher Demko. But outside of that, the guys you've really noticed are guys like Kiefer Sherwood, who's a really nice player. But you need your star players to step up. Everyone's saying, wait, when is Pettersson going to show up and be a difference maker? He's been somewhat invisible in the first 3 games. He needs to be a lot better. I think it's something right now for Vancouver Canucks fans.
Yeah, Jamie, this absolutely is something, because this is a long runway now of Elias Pettersson not playing up to his contract. This is a guy who makes $11.6 million. And now the question in Vancouver becomes, who can we put with him to get him going? For a guy that makes that much money, the question should be the other way around. Who can I put Elias Pettersson with to get them going? But now they're looking down a situation where, do you put Evander Kane and Connor Garland on the same line as Elias Pettersson to drag him into the fight a little bit more? It's concerning that they would be asking those questions about a guy who makes so much money and is the top centerman on a team that is quite thin down the middle of the ice.
Yeah, he's just not meeting those big expectations. Now, one more for you guys. Noodles, the Rangers are the first team ever to be shut out in their first 3 home games. Would you say it's something or nothing?
It's something, especially they don't have me playing for the Rangers and to be terrified of me allowing goals. So I do think it's something, especially on home ice. They had a nice start on the road, but there's lots of talent there. I don't have an answer for it, but it certainly is something, because somebody who's played in that building, they know the fans are going to give it to you. Now, they did generate 23 high-danger chances against the Edmonton Oilers last night. Stuart Skinner was the difference, but you've got to find a way to score, and they haven't done that right now.
I'm going to say that this is nothing for the time being. My answer could change in a couple weeks if you ask me then, Sarah, but right now it's a small sample size, and if you take away night 1, which I know we're throwing a game out the window you shouldn't necessarily do, that was a terrible game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know, last game against the Edmonton Oilers, you play that game 10 times, the New York Rangers are going to win that game 9 times. They got goalied by Stuart Skinner. Their process is okay. Like, they have the puck a lot, they have possession of it. It just hasn't gone in for them at home. It will at some point. The question for the Rangers just is, how good are they actually this season? Can they be a top 3 team in the Metro, or are they going to have to settle for a wild card spot? But I think the Rangers will right the ship.
Yeah, can they be something this season? We almost had a clean sheet of all somethings, but Frankie there at the end with a little bit of nothing.